Have you ever wondered what the best web conferencing tool is? I know there's a lot of options that are out there for lots of people and a lot of confusion in terms of the marketplace. Here, buy this or use this one, and this one's free, so that one's the best to use. I'm going to break all of them down really and give you what their strengths and their weaknesses are and what my number one recommendation is for a web conferencing tool. So if you are familiar with my channel, I am Tom Batman Ziegelbauer, and I help businesses and entrepreneurs grow through the use of technology. So let's just get after it. Let's talk about some of the players kind of down towards the bottom tiers of web conferencing. First one would be Webex. I think they are probably the worst out there, owned by Cisco. If you watch any newscast, they typically use them, I think because of the name associated with it. They have it already integrated into a lot of their stuff for doing these interviews. If you watch a newscast, especially recently, they cut out, the sound is horrible, the compression is bad. A lot of businesses use it. Fortune 500 companies use them a lot, and they've been around forever. I think maybe it's a scalable type of web conferencing software that allows you to probably just purchase like one license and you can share it out with thousands of people, and that's why it's probably best for like really large businesses. However, the quality is just really bad. So now let's get into some of the free or freemium types of meeting types of tools that are out there. So Microsoft Teams has jumped into the fray to try to get their hat out there, and they suck. Oh man, they're almost as bad as Webex. Hate them. They have a lot of business tools that are related to them, okay, and they're Microsoft, so you have a big behemoth behind it. However, again, everybody that I've talked to, it's just kind of like gimmicky and don't really care for it either. Next couple ones are Google. So you have Google Hangouts. It has been transferred over to Google Voice and then back to Hangouts, and who knows what they're going to do with it next. Free, usually right inside of your Gmail, you can hang out somebody. Also probably not the best conferencing tool, especially if you want multiple people in there. It's kind of awkward in terms of doing that. Also, Google Meets is another tool that we communicate sometimes with some software developers in India. Also not the greatest. Screen share is kind of laggy. So I'm going to give you my number one recommendation right now. You ready for it? Number one, drum roll. Zoom. It's free, or it's freemium that you can pay for some added services for it. Easy to use. Yes, you do have some software to install. You can schedule things up. It used to be a privacy concern when it first came out because people were like jumping into rooms without other people's knowledge. There's lots of settings to prevent that from happening, plus passwords and all this other sort of stuff now. And if you decide to pay for the service, then it drops that limit of 40 minutes or 45 minutes then if you have more than one person on a conference with you. So again, my number one recommendation for web conference software would be Zoom. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, or if you have some questions or comments, put those down in the comments below. Would love to hear your feedback on that. And remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And thank you for watching. We will see you on the next video.